Hey guys, Mika here, and I'm bringing you folks another really awesome tenor size custom ukulele from a Japanese luthier. This is a tenor size custom pole sans ukulele, and like I mentioned in other videos, it's been quite a while since I've talked about some, or even being able to sample and share with you folks about pole sans instruments. Is I love how the luthier brings very unique factors and properties into the build, kind of like unlike the like other builders. So like for me, it's just always very interesting to pick one up and be like, oh, what is that? And wow, that's so cool. And then you look on the inside, what is that? So this instrument has those kind of surprises where you might easily overlook them if you weren't aware of it. So that's the fun of me being able to pick up the instrument and try to see how much I can kind of spot on my own without being told, hey, you missed one, or you want to look at that too because it's a part of the instrument. So this is very awesome. It sounds amazing too. Can't wait to get into the sound. But in terms of the aesthetics, 2,500-year-old Japanese ancient cedar wood, and I gotta tell you, the grain pattern and the grain pattern is just beautiful, and the curl is really nice on this piece of wood. Um, Ancient cedar is just something that doesn't come around too often. Ancient spruce, kind of the same thing. It's one of those, like, I love the color. It's not stained. This is exactly what it looks like when you cut open the tree. It's just this nice kind of gray brown color, so it's really beautiful. And then here on the sides, the back, and even here on the headstock, we have 6,500-year-old Finland bog oak wood right here. So it's pretty much like just this nice black piece of wood on the sides with the side port right here. On the back, on the sides, even this little scoop cutaway right here, as well as this headstock, which I'll get into more details in a moment. But here is item number one in terms of like, wait, what is that? Like, is that scratch marks or like, what is that? So you look at it, there's 24 karat gold leaves and silver leaves right here on the bottom, here in the middle, and in the top. So you're just staring at it, it's like, wait, what? That's gold. And then you come to find out, wait, Mika, there's more. There's even gold on the inside of the ukulele as well with the bracing. Again, I'm not sure how much the camera can pick up, but essentially there's like this brace. There's two bracings, one right here and then one right here, and it is covered in the 24 karat gold. And then even when I look on the in the side port right here below the scoop cutaway, there's also little remnants of the 24 karat gold, as well as when I look through the instrument here on the heel block of the instrument, or the butt of the instrument, there is also 24 karat gold leaf spread out on the inside. So when you look on the inside, you're just like, wow, some good value in here, as long as with the sound and just the instrument itself, right? So again, just full of wonderful surprises on this instrument. This nice scoop cutaway is really nice, really comfortable if you're trying to play all the way up here. Not really common, but for those of you who want to venture all the way up the fretboard, you got that going for you. We also have the Cameroon ebony, that of the binding right here on the top and the back, kind of blended in with the bog oak, so you can't really notice it, but it is there, promise, right here. And then we also have like this maple purfling right here that accents of the ancient cedar really nicely with that kind of that wood kind of undertone right here. And then we also have the Cameroon ebony on the bridge, on the fretboard as well. This is a radius fretboard, so you have the slight curvature. And not to fret, you also have the fret markers here on the side with the mother of pearl, just in case you're like, oh, hey, there's no fretboards. How am I supposed to see as a musician? So you have that on the side. And then this rosette's really cool. We have the bog oak right here. And the darker pieces right here, more of the ancient cedar of the ones that kind of blend into the face of the instrument, as well as black mother of pearl right over here. So beautiful stuff. And then this is Spanish cedar neck, satin finish on the back, the wider gold tool UPT planetary tuners. And then with pole sans guitar and ukulele, or the custom ukuleles, you're going to get this really unique headstock. As you can see, it's pretty much like cut in half. It's slightly bolted right here in the middle and on the top, but it's pretty much cut in half. And it's just one of those unique designs that you don't really see on other types of instruments, literally having a headstock just cut in half. So it's really cool to see, and it just really sticks out. And it's like a good talking point. One last thing that I wanted to point out, because it's one of those things that, again, you might easily like not notice it because we're so accustomed to seeing things a certain way. But pretty much the play of the textures of the finish on the instrument is what makes this instrument really unique. Thankfully, I guess I played so many customs and played so many instruments. It's one of those things like, hey, wait a minute, like that's a gloss finish on the front, but yet that's a kind of like a shiny matte finish here on the sides. And then wait, that's also a gloss finish here on the back. And then wait, that's a matte finish. But wait, that's a gloss finish. So it's one of those, like, you start to notice one thing, and then now, like, the seed's been planted, starts sprouting in your head, and you just start really, like, over analyzing the instrument. And then you start to see, like, oh wow, it's gloss, but then it's satin, and then this is gloss, but then this is satin. So again, it's another one of those things where I played a lot of custom instruments, but I kind of take for granted, like, oh, it's gloss on the top, so it's going to be gloss on the sides and the back and the headstock. Or, hey, it's a satin or matte finish, so it's going to be like that all around the instrument. And then, yeah, you look closer, you're like, wait a minute. Oh, that's really cool. And that's if you're not already distracted with, like, say, the 24 karat gold leaf, you know, and you're, like, staring at the inside of the instrument. So a lot of fun properties of this instrument. But I didn't even get into the sound, because the sound is so nice, warm, inviting. It has a nice pronounced low end. It's very loud. It projects forward a lot. Very clean and articulate, especially on that A string. Just really nice, inviting tone. For me as a fingerstyle player, everything's just so nice and clean. If I go all up the fretboard, nice sustain and vibrato. Right here on the 4th fret, you know, 6, 4, 5, 4. Just a nice, sweet sound. Listen to that A string. Just a nice tone. Very nice. Look how clean it is all the way up on the 10th and 12th fret. Nice warm sound. But I love how that A string has that nice bite, has a nice punch. And like I mentioned earlier, it has a radius fretboard, so if you're trying to make your bar chords, it makes it a little bit easier because your finger naturally wants to curl versus it being real flat and straight like this. Having that radius fretboard really helps. Beautiful sound. I mean, whether you want to just pick on it for fun, some basic things, you know. Or if you want to get really, I mean, I'm not really a low G player, so if you want to get more, want to get a lot more complicated with it, it can pretty much handle it all. And then strumming, it's not boomy, it's not really loud like I was mentioning in the beginning. It's loud, it projects forward, but it's not like boom, you know, it doesn't jump out at you. So it's just a really nice sound. This instrument is very well rounded. It can pretty much do everything that I would need it to do as a professional musician. So here's a sound sample with showcasing just how awesome this instrument is. Here we go. As you can see, just playing all around the key is F, G, and C. This thing's just really fun. You want to keep going and going and going. So that's a little bit of its finger style capabilities. Just really awesome stuff. You want to play up here. As you can hear, it's very clean. Very clean, all over the entire fretboard. Now if you want to hear a little bit of strumming, here we go.